Sagittarius. Wait, am I? Okay, I didn't mean to do Sagittarius, but I'm going to do Sagittarius reading. I was supposed to do Aquarius, the star card, the naked woman. Yeah. So, okay, so Sagittarius, this is your channel messages for the 27th of April. Now, I want to start the reading off since Pope Francis was a Sagittarius sun sign as well as a Sagittarius northern node. Wait, let me get Pope Francis birth chart. This whole would you like to leave a feedback? Press 1 to wait, hold on. Pope Francis birth chart. All right, there we go. Astro Charts. Astro Charts is the only free website that I trust to calculate birth chart and placements. Okay, this is not a sponsored message. I could do with some sponsors. Since Canada content creators on YouTube does not have a content creator fund in Canada. Meanwhile, YouTube have a YouTube channel. Yesterday, I said YouTube had a YouTube page. And I don't know why I said that. I'm like, YouTube have a YouTube page. I'm like, YouTube don't have a YouTube page. Facebook is pages, right? Instagram is pages. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, their pages, right? The only thing that's channels is YouTube, right? And I'm assuming they're now selling souls on Kick, you know, and the other streaming website, Twitch. So yeah, so there's a difference between a page and a channel. The page is a book, the page you can turn, maybe somebody's name is page or something about the page, you reach the final page in the book, right? Or I'm also getting, it wasn't supposed to be a page, it was supposed to be a channel. No, again, Sagittarius sun sign, that was Pope Francis, his northern node was also Sagittarius. No, Messiah article, right? Sagittarius and pop-ups. Now I seen this article according to what them say them name. But want to get it right. So if it's foolishness them talking, then I know that is them talk the foolishness. Sama, SAMMA, right? Them claim them deal with all type of breaking news with things and things. Okay, so beer pop-ups. Jesus Christ, I can't even get the information that I want to tell. What is this? Wait, Sagittarius. But just see an article. Wait. Okay, here we go again. It named Dim Sum Daily. Okay, 1 day ago. It says his personal net worth of time of death was estimated to be $100. Right? Wait. It also goes on to say that him actually passed because of some type of cardiac arrest or something like that. Because in the picture, him, yeah, it says, okay, here we go. It says, Pope Francis, the first Latin American leader of the Roman Catholic Church and a globally admired spiritual figure, passed away on Monday at the age of 88. 2 8s. The Vatican announced that the cause of death was cerebral stroke following an irreversible heart failure. Me tell you, that's what I ask. Go back on my reading. That's what I ask when I saw the dead body of Pope. Him head purple. Purple look like loss of oxygen in the brain. Because all I'm body white. And obviously somebody did not cover the purple properly with the... See, you have to, let me tell you have to use a primer first. When you're trying to do things like that, you can't just put makeup on. You have to put on primer for the makeup and you have to put on face base. You need to base it first before you put on that makeup for cover any type of blemishes. That makeup artist on top of up the Pope's eyebrows did not cover the purple properly. Him nose, the bottom of him was covered. That's what I ask. Go back to my reading. And I don't know which channel. I do a lot of readings every day. Right? Okay. Him head look purple. Also, I meant to say that him chakra was purple. At time of death, him chakra was purple. Now, usually purple chakra means it's connected to spirituality. It's connected to the crown chakra. that is also connected to you will be the type of person who always speak for a living and get messages from the divine. It's not only about going to the... Don't cuss. Pope Francis don't want you to curse any bad words. It's not about going to the Vatican's library and reading a book. Something was destined to be a channel. So I don't know if Pope Francis was battling possession, but when we look on him dead picture, him head look purple. That's what I say. I say, you sure him never have a heart attack? Well, it says a stroke, almost the same thing, loss of oxygen in the brain. Him head was purple. So that kind of clarifies something for me, whether this article is true or not. It also talks about the fact that the Pope did have $100 when he died. What kind of dumbass is that? What is that? How you mean for how much Michael Jackson did have when him dead? You know how much these OnlyFans have when them living? How you for tell me you do him like him on the fucking Wendy Williams? That's what you did to Pope. You are telling me, say, the man, the face of the fucking Vatican. And uno a go around and attack, say, uno fucking full of propaganda, uno full of AIDS, STD, blood clot, fungus and propaganda, uno, all a blood clot, uno, right? Uno for look, uno for so happy that I am not in power. You think Putin bad? You think German experience is bad? So uno will go around and say how the Pope wanted to live a modest life. Wow. The liberals don't want to live a modest life. Gaza Nation, Vibes Cartel, Adisha Palmer and his sons shopping in Gucci store. Them never want to live a modest life. But the people I tell you, the Pope said that he would just accept $100, a small home. It don't really have to furnish as long as it have a sink. And somewhere for him for, you know, sit down and take a shower when him can. Then him is okay if I talk about these messages. Yet Pope Francis always a read pages. Him wasn't a man, him wasn't a page. Him was an emperor. Him deal with channel. Something was supposed to be on a try channel something with the Pope, and that's why him end up get a stroke. I remember one time them did use magic, 2 times them use magic on me. One time I feel like me I burn up, and the second time I swear I had a heart attack. Hayworth shelter, when they roommated me with a fucking witch doctor that would walk barefoot and like in slippers in fucking snow. She never had socks on. Barely. Anyways, so I know I go around and I say Pope was okay with living a modest life. Well, Vatican, guess good morning. Guess what have a change? You see, when a man work him ass off, him hope to leave all him wealth and riches to him son. Not so much him daughter. Him daughter supposed to marry a wealthy man. And that's how the daughter gonna get fair wealth. If my daughter is not happy with this wealthy man, she can always come back home. You know, she's my daughter first, right? But you don't really leave it to the daughters. Not like that. Unless the daughter is the only lead. If the son's fucked up like on sex and drugs, you leave it to the daughter. Because the daughter represents the mother. So usually, working class men only leave the wealth and riches to the son. Now, people who don't have sons, you would... Now we're going into a will. Where was the Pope's will? Did you fucking tell... Are you fucking serious? You're fucking telling me that the Pope was like, in my fucking will? I'm gonna leave this $100 to who? Even if he was worth $100, who him did leave the $100 to? Wanna exploit him? That's why Pope dead. This is JD. You're lucky you can't go back to work, JD. Wanna exploit the man and tell everybody say how he was okay with accepting a humble lifestyle. How we know that true? The Pope ever say it, or was he reading from a page? How did we know that? You don't think the Pope wanted to rock a little bit of Prada? You don't think the Pope wanted to wear like a different type of color sometime? You don't think he wanted different experiences? He was a channel. He wasn't a fucking page. He's not a politician. Politician read from page. The Pope, bitch. The Vatican, Drake, them and the breezy can come. Drake that stole my shit. Drake, the Pope, the Vatican. I wanna send him gone a library. Wanna send the Pope to a fucking library, bitches. The Pope lived in the Vatican. The energy there was his channel. Wanna send him to the library. So when he had so-called COVID-19, did you take his eyes before having COVID-19 or after? When did you fuck up the Pope? Wanna exploit him, wanna use him, all of the donations to the collect, it was shared among all of y'all. I wanna lock him up in a fucking surveillance room with fucking microphones and cameras and every single thing, and we don't know what was happening. You know, look how much old people lock up in a expensive old age homes, and them so-called helps or them so-called PSW treat them like garbage. And them family rich, them daughters rich, every single thing, and them they're getting abused at old age homes, at senior residence homes, single old people. And you think the Vatican did not protect Pope? He was reading from a page. Wanna put a blood clot spell on him. Wanna give him one page for read and tell him for read it and him get sick after. That's what you did. Pope wasn't a page. This ain't no book, bitches. Kids, time for lunch. Kids, read books, kids. Even if it's Harry Potter. But you think the Pope, the Vatican, you think that was that, you think the college, Yale. Good morning, Dr. Shagpar. You think it's Harvard? Wanna exploit Pope. Even though his sun sign and his northern node is Sagittarius, he was supposed to be a speaker. But you know who else is a speaker? Tony Robbins. Look how much yacht, jet, beep. I'm Tony Robbins, and I want to teach you how to understand your craft. And you may not be a speaker, you may not have legs, but you do have a voice. Firework, Tony Robbins. Look on the lavish lifestyle Tony Robinson was living. You think he didn't want to live any? The Pope wasn't Buddha. He was Spanish. Do all you niggers out there, right? Do all you white people out there wanna exploit the fucking Pope, stress him the fuck out? He died. He died $100 man. This is what y'all do, and the public believe. The public believed. The devil is a fucking lie, Sagittarius. That's why you have to exist with the devil. He was supposed to have a life of talking and philosophy. Like Alan Watts. Alan Watts is a Sagittarius too, sun sign. Him did talk, him was a philosopher all him life. Him dead a liver poisoning. Him drink himself to death. That's how he died. Him died from alcohol intoxication. He was a lonely man. And all of these men who go around and say, yes, you're living a life of nice, but you need a partner. Adam didn't make Adam and Eve. So I don't even understand why was the Pope in a room by himself without anybody else, whether it was a companion, a friend, or his wife. The same Vatican will believe in Adam and Eve and heaven and hell, the duality, yin and yang. Was someone Chinese? Was someone mistakenly to be Chinese? Right? Why was the Pope locked up? No girl around him. There's no blood around him. I'm not saying that we're using the girls as sacrifices, women. But y'all, sometimes y'all will sacrifice yourself for less. No blood not around him, a month time, a bare man. Let's go ahead and go into your reading. Wanna exploit the Pope, take the whole of the money, take donations, everything, and tell the Pope can't go to CP24 and be like, these allegations are untrue. You don't think the Pope did want to go upon a yacht and jet? You don't think the Pope didn't want to spend some time in water? He never have to take plane if he never want to take plane. But are you telling me the Pope did want to be locked up in a room and live that life? Reading books in the fucking library. The Pope. We have Amazon Audibles right now. Spotify just introduced your podcast and you're telling me the Pope I read? Him is 88. When I them there? 88 turned sideways look like glasses to me. Does someone wear glasses? or only give Pope one glasses for put on, then the Pope eye start hurt, and then him head start hurt. Did you fuck up his vision with the lens? You dirty fuckers. I'm so glad that we are oppressed. Like your wife. Let's go ahead and go into your reading, Sagittarius. We have the 6 of... You don't think the Pope wanted to go on water? As a matter of fact, did the Pope have kids? Him Pluto was Cancer. Something about a lot of abortions. The Pope supposed to have all him network and him money at time of death. And when him die, him have a will. The Pope of the Vatican is not excluded from a will. Him a gonna leave all of the wealth, the riches. You just... What did Game of Thrones teach us, people? Because that's what happened. Arya father was reading the book, the pages, and he saw in the book that this son would be of this clan, blah blah blah, and he saw that Joffrey had the hair of Joffrey was different. Remember, people? That's why Arya had to pretend to be a boy. Jon Snow ended up getting the baddest bitch in Hollywood, Khaleesi. Baddest, what Khaleesi name? Khaleesi. When they made Khaleesi eat a heart. When they make she get naked, pretend to get raped on TV and eat a heart. What the fuck did that actress ever did to y'all? What did that girl ever do? Emily Clark. And she was British. And you know when the white girl and British, them can't do no wrong, right? Exactly, right? What did Emily Clark ever did to HBO? H wanted her to be a... Oh, that's what the fuck HBO... H wanted that to be a... Oh, what did Emily Clark ever did to you? When they make she put on one blonde wig, pretend to get raped by a man she never even know, and she gets sell off to this man by her brother, then you made her eat her heart. And even though at the end of the day, I did not see her appearing with anybody better than Jon Snow, y'all wrong for what you did, HBO. Anyways, the Pope's supposed to have a will, and the will going to say everything, the recommendation for the next Pope. If you see the picture with the man I look over him body, what the fuck is that? Is that an ending episode of fucking Dragon Ball Z when them collect all of the 7 fucking Dragon Balls and then ready to bring back Goku to life? What the fuck was that, right? The man I look over him grave. The Pope should have a scroll. Where is your scroll? And you're right, the Pope is dead now. Him leave all them riches to this. And him leave him title. The title, Pope Francis title, him leave it to this person. Next thing, him go leave it to the security guard. Or no. Next thing, him go leave it to the cleaner. He left it to the cleaner lady that everybody was like, can you take out my garbage? He left it to the fucking cleaner lady. Him supposed to have a scroll. And announce it at the Vatican and said this was what Pope Francis' recommendation. It's politics. This is Polivier and Justin Trudeau. What the fuck is this? This is Trump shit. This is Trump. This look like this is Trump. Let me tell you something. The blue, sometimes not all the time. Sometimes not all the time. The blue eye and the blonde hair will fucking trick you. And you don't have to have both of them at the same time. Why wasn't the Pope Francis the one who recommended? Him should have give you him recommendation as to who him want to leave it to. What is this politics now? The Vatican is going to be voting. Uno better practice in Spanish. Uno dos, tres, cuatro. Is it the same Spanish? Because French in Paris and French in Montreal is not the same. Anyways, let's go ahead and go in the reading. All right, so we have the 6 of Swords. I just pull it, we'll put it back. We're going again. We have the 10 of Cups. Well, I'm getting something about a Pisces, or I'm getting, yeah, Adam and Eve, husband and wife and kids. Now, I don't see kids in the Pope's charts. Let's look at the Pope. I'm going to take the whole of the man money and give him this, okay, the ring where am I wear? Is that a wedding ring? Was he married? Pope never have no girlfriend? George? George? Are you telling me George? George Mario? Virgo? Gilio? Argentina. Isn't Argentina the one with the blue and white flag with the sun? Is that the Argentina? It have blue, white, and the sun? Yeah! It's Argentina! Yay! It have tribal, blue, white, and the sun. That's an add to the Pope? Him come from there? Oh! They're very nice. Me here said they're very nice Spanish people. No. Population is 9.14 million. Okay, going back. The point I was trying to make is the Pope needs somebody. You have to have somebody. That's, especially if you believe in the Bible. So him never leave the money. This don't make sense. Hello? Melania speaks Spanish? Not the same Spanish. Hell, this don't make sense. You're gonna say him wanted to live a humble life. No, the fuck he didn't. Y'all use him image, exploit him, take the whole of the money. Y'all was living great lives. Everybody around the Pope did that drive them off, carry them, can do everything. And don't tell me about the Pope's safety, because when they were so-called announcing John F. Kennedy going around that place, it was a rental car, allegedly. So you put the President of the United States, John F. Kennedy, in a rental car? Why was the car not registered to anybody at the White House? And when him dead in the car, take the car to a car wash and give back the keys to the car to the place, the rental place? No, y'all exploited him. That's how the devil hide in a plain sight. But him head look purple. Purple is a crown chakra. Purple is the 7th. Yeah, him chakra was purple. His chakra was purple. When you have purple chakra, that means you're gonna live a life of talking a lot. But people will rob you out of your, like the throne. Because purple also have to do with royalty. Them say blue and red associated with royalty. Purple too. The 10 of Cups is the family. We have the page. Yeah, you never have a son. You never have nobody. Him never have a no next of person he could have said him wanted to leave everything to. That cannot be right. That cannot be right. That is exploitation in everybody's face. Them rob him whole life, lock him up in a room and tell him to read a book and recite this page. Recite the page. Because yesterday when I was saying, YouTube have a YouTube page, I'm like, why must I say page? It was supposed to be a channel. Maybe somebody wrote a book. Bitch, you went on with those handlers orders so much, right? I would too. Horses usually go by their owners, right? But at the same time, you never focus on your page. You never focus on your channel because you're too busy trying to run down a book. And not everybody have proper glasses on. But the night, yeah, the page just turned into the night now. And we have another knight. Knight of Swords, Knight of Cups, 2 more. And we have the Emperor, which would have been the Pope, the Vatican. We're getting once you're a leader, once you're operating owner of, once you're anything like that, you have to have your will. Everybody is not the Pope wasn't I don't know what them Spanish people here though. That's why Sofia Vergara had to turn into a drug mob boss. Because justice was not being served for Pope, Brody. It's not. 10 of Cups is clarified by the 4 of Wands. So I'm getting your home, your family home. Now, who are going to move into the home? You're telling me that the next Pope... This is what you're telling me. I hope the next person who take the Pope place live in the same little room. Make me see him with no new... Make me see him with Rolex watch. Make me see him with any type of, you see me rolling, Jews are hating, trying to catch a Vatican around and dirty. Make us see how the next Pope are gonna live. Since Pope Francis died with $100, you might die with 50. Let us see this now. Yeah, the Knight of Swords. Also, I was getting last night, but I'll save it for the other reading. Did the Pope drink? How did the Pope relieve him stress? Because even though the Pope was a man of the Vatican, every flesh carries sin. Was he drinking? Did he have access to Pornhub to masturbate? Did he have a girl coming in and out? What was it? When was it? Prayer. On top of me going to the library and reading the Vatican, and on top of reading prayer stuff for people, know your warmer for prayer. And the Pope's face looked very slim, like he wasn't eating properly. The Ace of Swords, sorry, the Ace of Wands, getting magic, and the Emperor is clarified by the Seven of... Him head, it did look red. I don't know which channel I have my reading on. Let's get some of these cards and we will leave it here. We have Taurus. Something about the Taurus. We have Shark. So I'm getting somebody come for collect. The more of them shit. No, now. Not tomorrow, not next week. I'm getting it. Oh, somebody a huge apology. But the Pope I live. Yeah, he promised to live a humble life. Him not fucking Chinese. Him not fucking Buddha. That's why my Buddha statue neck get cut off. Come, I had a little Buddha statue in my house, and right before the Pope dead, the neck, what? It's before or after the Pope dead, the neck get cut off. But him gonna live a humble life. That ain't fucking Catholic life. Look how the blood clot Vatican live. Look how big the Vatican fucking stairways are. Look how big the celebration is, but the Pope have to live a humble life. He's not fucking Chinese, he's not fucking Buddha. And even if he was Buddha, when you take with the Pope legs, at least Buddha did walk. While Buddha had nothing, he did walk and mingle with people. At least people did feed Buddha. Now you take with somebody's legs and tell everybody don't feed them. What the fuck is that? You think the Catholic live humble life? They're not Amish. Big up, what's up my Amish community? What's up, bloods? Right? They're not Amish. Catholics are not known to live very, very conservative lives. That's not fucking Catholics. Catholics. No. That's for the other life. Not even Jews live so. And when them spend money on different things because them prioritize money differently. Brody, you know, no, absolutely not. Gonna rob him out of everything. Stress him the fuck out to make him a read spell work. A spell work gonna have him a read. And lock him up in a fucking house. At least Buddha could have walked and mingle with the people. The people did feed Buddha, remember? And Buddha did find a tree to go sit down under. And people would have bring things at the tree and leave for Buddha. So even if you're not, that don't make no fucking sense. He wasn't Asian. He was Spanish, Argentinian. I don't know if that's a word, but it's a word today, right? What the fuck is that? Lock him in a room, take away him legs, tell people can't be able to see him, and then take all our money. And we never hear him talk out a female before, so we don't even know if that's true. Him wanted to live a fucking humble life. Catholics, seven heaven. I can see your many faces smiling back at me. Seven heaven. Catholics, seven heaven, bitch. Humble lifestyle. Me getting a need for give somebody to one of them money and tell beer lie how the person wants to live a humble life with no money because they're honoring thyself to, you know, the law. Him funeral was worth more than how much him dead with. Within a line fucking self. Off your course is the 13th zodiac sign. Somebody might be born the 13th. Off your course is the 13th. Taurus 13, Shark. On the fucking yeah, pink. We have Capricorn. The devil is a fucking lie. Them lie. Oh, the fucking. I can't. And we have Cancer. Yeah. Him Cancer is in Pluto. Him never even have kids. Him never have a woman. Him never. Whose titties was Pope looking on? Whose? None. That was stressing the fuck out of Robin. And what kind of ring him have on? Why him have a ring on him finger? Is he married? What kind of ring? That is lodge ring when they get Pope for put on? Was that a mood ring? That's the problem with you, man. That's the problem with you. You think you know everything. You think you have all the fucking answers when all of y'all, you just smell like morning fucking dicks around each other, sweating in a fucking gym, and you guys think you have all the fucking answers. That's why women are better than you. We're stronger than you. We're more happier, and we make better decisions. Okay, but you see, it's women like you who always talk about how intelligent you are over men like me. Just make men like me just want to leave. How could you say something? How could you say? I'm going to leave it here. Until next time, Sagittarius. Goodbye.